Safe to say the first year of Marvel Disney Plus shows has been a huge success and awesome to see. Let's rank these 4 shows from 4 to 1, shall we? Number 4, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. A good show that started off on a high note, but ended up too self-involved and preachy to some.
You've got to do better, Senator.
Coming off the hype of WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier became the highest viewed show on Disney Plus until Loki and Hawkeye were released later this year. The acting was great, but as the series went on, the focus seemed to shift only to Falcon becoming the new Captain America and made Bucky more of a side character that turned many fans off. Bucky had a better redemption arc than Falcon. Plus, the show started off honoring the sacrifice that Steve did at the end of Endgame to have Falcon turn a bit on Cap and throw shade on Captain America's legacy, and adding identity politics didn't help, and many stopped watching in the middle of the series. So many plot holes, it felt rushed to present us with the new Captain America that even at the end they forgot about Bucky, and had the end title say Captain America and the Winter Soldier when it should have said Captain America and Bucky, due to him no longer being the Winter Soldier. Number 3, Loki. This show started off very slow, but ended up with possibly the best 2 final episodes to date, and introduced us to the next major villain, Kang the Conqueror, picking up right after the time heist from Endgame, and took us in a roller coaster ride of good storytelling and great visuals. It's not perfect and left a lot on the table, but maybe in season 2, more things will be answered. Great acting by our 2 Lokis, Loki and Sylvie, along with Morbius, made for great chemistry and a joy to watch. Loki has been the OG villain, and to give him a story like the one we saw was worthy of the God of Mischief. You can argue it's a bit of a narcissistic storyline. I mean, he does fall in love with himself after all, but a good example of great storytelling, not on the scale of WandaVision, but respectable fan reaction and social media hype that propelled the last 2 episodes into the most watched ever on Disney Plus. Loki also had the best series premiere on Disney Plus.
I am Loki of Asgard, and I am burdened with glorious purpose.
Number 2, Hawkeye. An amazing show from start to finish that held strong from episode 1 to episode 6. Great chemistry between Jeremy and Haley that it became a driving force to watch. Like WandaVision, many didn't understand why a standalone series for an Avenger that was the butt of most jokes, but after watching it, many haters turned into fans and praised its bullseye. This was a perfect mix of fan service and storytelling that surprisingly, after watching it, had a lot on its shoulders to bear, introducing new storylines and heroes and villains connecting multiple movies that it felt like a jumping off point. Along with great set designs and great cinematography, this was the most complete series of the 4. To take a non-Power Avenger, Black Widow being the other, and make you feel and cheer and be invested in him and his story is a compliment to Marvel. Here is to getting a season 2. Number 1, WandaVision. The show that started it all, and the best overall show of 2021 on all streaming services, not just Disney Plus. Before this series started filming, so many haters and critics questioned the almighty Kevin Feige on why you would make a standalone series about 2 background Avengers that are or were the 2 strongest characters, but throughout the Infinity Saga were really just B roster material. Website after website, YouTube channel after YouTube channel questioned, and some outright predicted this series would not be any good, and in their words, be a complete failure and suck. Oh, were they wrong. This show ended up being a cultural phenomenon, a world hit. The amount of hype that the first 2 episodes provided drove haters and fans alike to watch to see if it was true and real. The amount of hype and love has made WandaVision a global sensation and has managed to win award after award, though it was shut out of the Emmys, but that's due to Hollywood's bias to superhero movies or projects. Wanda and Vision went from no one cares to tribute videos of their love for each other, and Vision's line about what is grief if not love persevering has become a common phrase. Cosplays about both characters has been amazing. And the show gave us the hit song, It Was Agatha All Along. The acting by Paul and Elizabeth was on such a high level that there isn't many actors or actresses that could duplicate that feat. And with great acting from the supporting cast, this was such a delight to watch and so different from what Hollywood puts out. A risk-taking series that steps out of the normal, a love letter to old Hollywood, even influencing new shows like Being the Ricardos on Amazon. This series isn't perfect, and the final episode does leave more to be desired, mainly due to expectations of Mephisto, or the crossover of the Fox X-Men that never happened seems to be the driving force for that sentiment. A brilliant show that any fan can appreciate and fall in love with, and worthy of the #1 spot on this list or any list. What do you think of this list? What are your favorite Marvel shows? How would you rank them? Let me know your ranking down in the comments. And like always, that's a wrap.